So I'm back once again with Code Vein. Um, I want to say thank you to people who engaged with my other Code Vein video. Um, as for the content of this video, real quick, I had to restart the parts that I showed in my last video. So this part is where I left off last time. I did skip all of the cutscenes and dialogue, so that is in my other video. Um, I also want to some thank someone who left a really interesting comment on my YouTube channel about let's see, it is Kaiser the Red Beard. Um, how do you think the dynamic of streaming will evolve with the increasing emphasis on viewer engagement in real time? Now, what I think he means by that, or they mean by that, is how how will
It's dry, isn't it?
Twitch and YouTube deal with bots? So a lot of things are moving towards streaming. I'm going to try to keep it to the spirit of the question. Not looking at all the stuff with bitrate and how someone's internet and if they have good internet or not.
Just a bit farther.
I believe that until Twitch and YouTube nip their bot problem in the bud,
A spring
they
our thirst.
are going to start pushing more viewer engagement, which means emotes. It means words per minute, words per second, how many paragraphs, and I believe that they're going to start showing not just the comments. Like on YouTube, you have something where you can look at someone's profile and you can see how many comments they have left on someone's video and how many likes they have gotten from that comment or from the creator, how many hearts, favorites, and stuff like that. I'm not intimately
That's what they said, anyway.
acquainted with the reward structure
This
on the side of being a streamer on Twitch. I don't stream on Twitch. My knowledge comes from that of a viewer and things I have noticed from watching different streams and just how different streamers act, both on YouTube and Twitch. That they're going to start showing more analytics. The problem that Twitch is facing right now is bots, and subsequently, lying to the advertisers and their creators and the people that the advertisers are wanting to have their advertisements on, the streamers and stuff like that. That they're going to have to start pushing more analytics, like I said, like words per minute. They're going to have to start showing more detailed stuff like what YouTube has. They should probably just copy what YouTube is doing outright. Copy their homework. Start showing on people's profile. Start storing that data. What are the amounts of comments that someone has left? Be able to look at someone else's comments. Have like a pie chart or a graph, like, and just start showing that to the advertisers as well, because it feels like there's a lot that everybody's not being shown. And as far as engagement, user engagement in real time, which I'm guessing the commenter I'm talking about is talking about streaming. A lot of that is already pushed. Like you said, you have emotes, you have channel points, channel rewards, which accumulate based on your interaction with the channel, based on how the streamer has it set up, and there's a lot of different things. They could, I don't know if Twitch has a template, like each point redeem is set, and you are, as a streamer, responsible for setting what you want those redeems to be it, drink break or highlighted message. it does seem like there's a basic thing like highlighting messages and, you know, send a sub message and stuff like that. I think that as far as what Twitch would do is a lot of stuff that that they already do.
Are you going to kill me too?
Which is
Kick, right? Just don't crush my heart. Stop
reward
it.
people. Like that's the best way. It's like sort of like
My soul died long ago.
training an animal. You know, it's
Now I
like
can stay safe
showing the times multiplier,
again and
how
again
much
and
more
again and
you
again.
get, and I think they also give you more on Twitch based on if you're a sub and if you are an Amazon sub. I think I've seen pretty much like between, you know, a certain amount. The most I've seen is like 2.5 times, which is a bit. The part where that falls short is, does the streamer have redeem set up? And not all of them seem like they do. A lot of them seem like they're just basic, you know, redeems, like highlight my message, just stuff like that, you know. Some might have noises and stuff, you know, depending on what the person doing the videos and streams has set up. But I feel like a lot of that shouldn't be pushed any more than it is by Twitch or YouTube. That the point of the streamer live streaming is to be that driver of engagement. That it should be up to them to reward the kind of interaction that they want on the channel. And as a result, or on stream or Twitch or YouTube or wherever, as a result, that will trickle down into how much they comment, how many of the words they use, just stuff like that.
The view never improves, does it? We came
7
back
minutes
home
in.
after the war against the Queen and found this mist.
So that's what I believe that the spirit of the comment is, that that's what
No one has ever crossed
the
it.
question is as I see it.
There's nowhere to go on too, even outside of this prison.
I do appreciate questions, even if I don't answer them in the way that people might think or was intended, or I might be off the mark. I appreciate people putting their thoughts out there. It takes a lot of balls to say what you're thinking and what, you know, to ask a question, a thought-provoking question, because what you might think is a thought-provoking question might sound stupid to someone else.
There's no way we're gonna
I'm
find
of the thought there are no
This is
stupid
all dried
questions.
up, and the miasma
If you're
keeps
asking a
getting
question, being a jackass,
To look for blueprints
then
here is just crazy.
content creators and most people will be able to tell that you're just wasting time. I'm going to go up now, up this ladder, and I'm going to be quiet for this section. I'll probably cut the loading screen out. I'll probably talk straight for this whole video if I don't cut it out. Let's see, what else? Is there anything else I can add in the topic?
This one's dry. The miasma's pretty thick. Damn it.
I
running out
do
of time
think they
before the
could
next
add
election.
more, but then you run the risk of who is driving the
I'm on my
engagement?
way.
Who is driving the stream engagement? Is it Twitch and YouTube, or is it the streamer?
Just like
And
the
if
others.
Twitch and YouTube are solely driving the engagement,
all dried up.
then
So
there's
there's
really
sense
no
in
need
searching
for the
the
streamer to be
miasma like this.
entertaining.
Let's
And if that's the case, you as an audience member are better off watching a VOD.
You know what
if you're
these
going
are, right?
To just watch a video for information,
Blood
and you're
beads,
not
right?
there for the creator or the streamer's
Yes, very good.
personality,
Now I want you
then
to search for blood beads.
there
in
are
the
so
tunnels
many
ahead
other
of you.
informational sources out there on YouTube and
See,
wherever
it's only a
that you
short
could just
time
say
before
what
the
you
collectors
want
come to take our levy.
pertaining to what the
Once they
content
do,
is,
I'm afraid we
and
won't
get
have any
a
blood beads to give them.
more
If we
involved
don't find
response.
some,
It
Silver's
gives time.
hounds will strip the shirts right off our
It gives
backs.
time for both the person asking
Well,
and the person being
that's
asked
the
the
long and
question
short of it.
to think. I think that
Why does it have to be us?
there is too much
Don't
emphasis
ask me.
already
The
on
stupid
pushing the
levy
audience
system was
and the
Silver's
streamer
idea.
to react
If you have a
a
complaint,
snap of
I
a finger.
suggest you take
That
it up with him.
live streams do a lot, but what they also do is they lower the quality of conversation. They can almost like a frenzy,
Don't.
like a
There's
piranha,
better
like
time and place.
what's the
For
word?
now, we just have to obey.
Everybody feels like they have to answer real fast, real snappy, like, and then
Whoa there.
sometimes the audience,
You wait here.
you lose the
with
quality
us.
of conversation for the means
You can
of
have this one back when you
expediency,
return,
which
in
means, you know,
exchange for any blood beads you find, of
you want it
course.
to be quick, right? Or
Oh, and I hear the
if
hunter has been showing up around here lately.
there's already
So make sure you don't all get killed.
a loss in quality in conversation on streams, if Twitch were to incentivize nonsense being spewed out, then they would lower the quality even more.
Ouch.
I wish
Are you
I
okay?
streamed on Twitch to
It looks like
know
we can't get back up from
what
here.
they push content
We'll
creators
have
to
look
do.
for another way back.
Um,
Oh, I'm Oliver Collins, by the way. Nice to
I
meet
know
you.
that YouTube is pretty shitty because they push content creators to make shorts. They push them to make a certain amount of shorts, and
Dang.
it's not always easy. You can't always make shorts, and as
A dead
someone who
lost.
made shorts for a
I've
while,
seen one before.
I was lucky that I was
Dead,
making.
but they're not really dead. It's just a dormant state.
I was
before
lucky
they
I was
turn
making
into real
shorts
monsters.
off content
Or so
that
I've heard.
people liked.
Sometimes it
Destiny
takes
and
years for the
Warframe.
transformation to start.
Those are both
So we
games
can
that
just
have
leave them.
parts that I could,
Well, should we set
you
out?
know, show, and it's easier to set up. Some games are not easier to set up, and some streams aren't. You may have a stream where
Sure.
nothing really gets said. You know, I mean, it's not that it's interesting. It's not interesting. It's just that it's not really, you know, clip worthy or short worthy. And so there are a lot of other sites that push engagement to their detriment. I think that if Twitch is forcing their content creators to perform when they're already streaming, streaming is very stressful. You're reading a chat. If you're doing multi-streams and you're reading 2 different chats, if you're streaming to several different platforms, you're reading 3 chats, engaging with the game, fielding questions, and dealing with tech stuff on the other end that people may never see. And as a result, engagement will already plummet because you are separated. You are so separated amongst all the stuff that you have to do that you then run the risk of slighting someone when you don't mean to, or like someone may feel snubbed. It's like, well, you know, some people put a lot of work and effort into what they say, and this is someone who may want to engage with your channel more or your stream more, and they don't because they use all their energy saying just one really good thing when all this other sort of like subpar or par level stuff is just flooding the stream chat, be it on YouTube or Twitch, and that person just gets buried, and it just leaves bad feelings all around. On the other side of that, what if someone's streaming and there's no engagement? What if they have 100 people and they get no engagement? Does that mean that the people that don't engage are enjoying the stream less? People may not feel comfortable. It may not be the atmosphere. People may be relaxing, coming home from work. And the last thing I want to do is feel like they have to be social for a job. On that case, I think that is on Twitch's head to sort out their bot problem. If you are relying on engagement because you are known for having a bot problem, that's a you problem, not a content creator problem. And the whole thing with bots is a whole other thing. But Twitter had the same thing. They had the same problem with bots because it looked good to have bots to sell to their investors. So too much already gets put on the audience and the streamer to be entertaining, and and people already feel pressure to say something interesting. I would say, as as someone in this generation, there is already a lot of antisocial behavior that you cultivate, be it from your job, from your school. You're at the point where you just don't want to talk to people, or you've been shit on for so long. It's like, I don't really feel like I can put myself out there because I've done it so many times that it just doesn't make any sense for me to do that anymore. And I'm saying I as in, you know, like the royal we, this is like people in general. Let's see, what else could I say? How far am I? I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to end this video here. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope this answered